And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our resistance run. Where I think we, other than maybe getting the fusion line text completely sorted, we're kind of just needing to sort out the volatiles, and I think we're on the process of dealing with the aliens.
Ready for my mission.
So that's what we're working on. Sure,
Headed there
investigate
now.
those aliens. You
Reporting
me
in.
trying to burn out one of the larger deposits of aliens somewhere. Or actually, I could send you off from one of the alien structures. There we go.
Taking it to them.
Confirm assignments. Let some time pass. You're setting out for low Earth orbit. Not much I can do about that.
I will help them.
Initial confinement 2, so that's a better power plant. Or the fusion drive. Okay, degrading some of the xenoforms. You're repaired, undergo a resupply. There's only 4 of you, so if you get attacked, you don't have the ability to do anything. Okay. One of those fleets was taking an oddly long time to come out. Click on Earth. You away? Why am I not seeing the tracers? Because I'm not. Whatever reason. Is that you coming in, the slow one? No. Okay. No easy way to check that. Get back to letting time pass, letting the volatiles pile up. We want to get the ships that we currently have queued up, built up. So you've cleared. We're on to the power plant, which is the inertial confinement fusion 2. It'd be nice when the independent commands is done, and we'll probably do independent habs after that. I do, in theory, have some hab projects that should boost volatiles in the works. It's like Montezuma, or not Montezuma base. Well, Montezuma base will a little bit. That'll be almost 10 there a month. But like when Pearling base comes online, we got a tier 3 mine coming in 25th or 29th of April. Yeah, that'll make you positive, although maybe not by a lot. I guess we're still paying the volatile upkeep on you because you're in construction. That's 16's quite a bit. Oh, and the little point defense sprays do have some volatiles on them. Okay. Volatile consumption on them.
Mission in progress.
But yeah, that should be positive when it's done.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Order is returning.
At some point it's going to probably make the sense to get the text to start merging some of the countries together.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
And Canada's working on probably the last thing it needs to do before it wants to get merged together. Say in the United States. United States is working on space defense. Mexico is probably at the point where it'd just be better being merged into the United States, because, okay, yeah, it'll get GDPC quicker, but GDPC mixed when it's merged with America is faster. Okay, we got low Earth orbit cleanup event here. Do nothing. We can pay decrease by 1, get a small public opinion. Pay more, get a regular public opinion, or go all in. Grant a public opinion around the world. I'm not sure if that one is actually that much better than that one. But still go with that option. That costs a lot of money, but we had the money, so it's not a problem.
Target secured.
Okay, another base destroyed. Give me 3 more volatiles. Or 3 more exotics, not volatiles. I'm so desperate for volatiles, they're almost up there with exotics in some ways. In my mind. They're obviously not as important as exotics in game. Even in my mind, they're not as important as exotics in the game. Okay, so we've got... So, the aliens are responding to me blowing up their bases with building more bases. What's going on? So just the one there. Just the next day, that will finish. Well, I say finish. We'll finish being generated so we can start the construction there. And then we just need to save up for those ones for when they're ready to go.
Your orders.
India unstable again? I think I was. Yeah, I'm starting to become unstable again.
We'll
You go
make
stabilize
things
it. You keep going after the
At your service.
exotics. They're also starting to look a little old. 3 alien structures, mostly in Colombia, Brazil.
Gear up.
Your heart is in the right place.
Yep, they're reaching out to
but
say hi
your
to me.
methods are insufficient to meet
They
the
wanted me to
threat.
give them phaser cannon. I'm on board with that. And a council that I'm using right now. So no to that. I don't really want that, so don't bother. You're humanity first, so I'm tempted just to give you the phasers so you can go fight the aliens. Because I doubt we're actually going to go full hostile with you. Yeah, let's just do that. Have some phaser cannon research. For free.
Offering support.
Okay. Chugging along here. Trying to deal with the xenoforms of the armies. Okay, some more modules complete. The 29th of April, where a mine comes online. Bit of shame, it only ends up being like 0.9 a day.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
It is in the right direction, but I would have hoped for a better outcome.
Things are stabilizing.
And you'll be done 4th of May, so you're not far off.
Things are
Although this one
cooling
won't be
off.
much of an improvement either.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
You want to say it won't be much improvement? It's 4.6, 4.7 it's predicting? Oh no, 46, 47-ish per month. So it's going to be a little over 1 per day. Okay. Yeah, so we're up to 12.1 per day.
Target destroyed.
How many sites do we not own on Mars. 3. None of them have particularly great volatiles. So maybe it isn't worth going after the last couple servant ones. Especially because I think that might be the number that they're getting mining it, right? I think I'm better at mining than them. Maybe. Okay, that's not what they're getting mining it, apparently. They're getting 44 out of it, so that's a 2x multiplier on it, so it's like 22, although well, they have a mission tower on it. I'm surprised they're getting that much off of it. The one I clicked on was... Oh, that might have been... No, that's a different... Okay. They changed the math, and the math, assuming the tier 3s are only 2x, not 2x of base. Granted, they might have mining bonuses as well, that I'm not accounting for. Okay, another mine came online. Although, that one didn't appear to make a big difference. Anyway, we're starting to run out of places to make a big difference. So you're going to come online. You'll be pretty decent. There's one more coming online. It'll be like 2 a day. And you're online. I think you're the one who just came online. Maybe. Oh, you're not very productive because the farm isn't working. You know, the thing that saves us like 80 volatiles a month in food. Yeah. Yeah, that's where all the volatiles are going, is feeding the people. People, for some reason, need to eat a lot. So 200 crew eats almost like 5.8 a month. So there's 600 people not being fed there. Yeah. What's... So yeah, we got 2 mines. 2 more mines to come online. So we're only going to get like 14, 15 most. Although your farm isn't working, so this will work better when the farm's done. June. So again, we're feeding... Okay, that's like another 1 volatile. Delta Force. We need to assassinate people, which we probably don't really need to. Grab some science on you, maybe? Grab command. Grab... espionage, make you a little bit more hidden. Espionage. Are you the one with the quick learn? No. Okay, let's get back to doing out
Ready to
missions.
go.
So you're pretty on board. You could do a little bit more on board. Where am I wanting to go? Moving into Japan wouldn't be super terrible. Or moving to places where we've got... make federated with Russia is probably what we want to do. When do you come off of cooldown with Russia? Now, I could do it now. Okay. So that's a different argument, is I could actually go set national policy, add it to
On my way
to
to the capital.
Ready for orders.
Okay.
Going in hot.
Confirm and move forward.
Offering assistance.
Moving through the rest of the time here. Again, we're waiting sort of for the volatiles to pop up or our volatile production to increase enough. Debris duty and apparently this is one of the stations that don't have HEB defense on. Or shipyard. Okay, so this is probably one of the modules that I've just got one up there. Okay, so we'll just take the 50 science.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
We've moved the needle.
Okay. So the one problem with having so many armies on defeat Xenos is they kind of spam you. Even with them cunting the Xenos, we still get one spawning in China, which is a little annoying.
Mission complete.
Unification with them. There we go.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Okay, took over another alien base on Earth, giving us a little bit more volatile, or a little bit more exotics. Gain. Superfood, always nice to hear good news. And I guess I did pay the max on the other event. I don't have the money here to do any of the more expensive options. And or I'm not the initiative, so I can't do the initiative option. I think that one had an initiative option on there. Okay, so we're in a planning phase. 4 days, we should start having 2 more of these get in line to be built. I don't think I quite have enough to get the 3rd one going, so we'll be waiting around for another, what, it's 20 or 2,800, so 12, almost 25 days for the 3rd one to come online. And then it'll be 25 days later for when it comes off the production line. When are you coming online? Power-wise, June, so the next cycle here, probably. The mine's up, but the power's not. Same thing here, the mine's up, the power's not. Yeah. And you're July. June, July. And we'll get another 2 to 3 a day. Another thing to do is start contemplating what we're going to do to up armor these, right? So we hold on to these. Or do we want to swap over to another drive type before we do the armor up? Because obviously upgrading the armor is going to you know, let's look at, say, the flying one. So the next sort of armor I want to go to is something like this, which, as you can imagine, that's a lot more volatiles. But this is something that can, in theory, take a lot more punishment. And of course, is going to require us to put more fuel in the ship. So we're looking at a ship that looks like this. And yeah, the big cost there is the volatiles. It's basically another 1,000 plus volatiles per ship. And in theory, this is something that would survive a lot longer. Hopefully. Assuming that the problem we're having is the aliens' lasers, and we have enough point defense to deal with the kinetics, right? That might actually be the stretch. That might be the thing we're not having on this one, is we've only got one 40mm cannon blazing away. So maybe there isn't enough point defense. Fair enough. And then obviously that caused the fuel to jump from 8 to 28, right? So that's what we were running before. That's what it would need to run. So it'd be more fuel expensive, and we go through the dissolve a lot faster. So this is the Orion short-range torpedo flag heavy, let's say. We'll save that design. Because then, arguably, if there's anything we're going to up armor, it's going to be the flagship first. We don't lose the flagship or less likely to lose the flagship in engagement.
I'm here.
But yeah, that's the sort of struggle we're dealing with. That's really the next armor loadout we want to go to. Unless we jump to exotics. Well, even if we jump to exotics, it would be that armor loadout. It would just be having some exotic cost involved to try to lower the cost. Okay. Let's come in and crack down on
Turning
you.
up the heat.
And
Ready.
purge
Where do you need me?
you.
I'm here.
And then we can bring them into the sphere for Russia. And if the aliens keep building bases for us to attack, we'll just keep making their exotics.
Heading to the LZ.
Offering support.
So it's not something I could do, as I could research the exotic armor. That would presumably be cheaper in volatiles at the cost of it costing exotics. Oh, game's checking a bit. Ship launched. So these are the first couple of replacements to our fleet. So we're now back up to 8 ships. Yeah, and of course immediately goes away the volatiles. You get 2 more ships under production. We're still waiting for this one, which maybe like 22 days or so before it gets done, or before it gets started. And it's still going to be the 100-something days to complete. And that's another alien megafauna in Nepal Baton. Oh, I'm a little less, well, so I'd say I'm a little less worried about the Nepal Baton until it starts walking into India. It's like, okay, that's not the direction I wanted to walk in.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, new battle station at that location. I think we're waiting for more than the battle station. But the other upgrade here is 20th of August. Okay, so we've got a battle station that isn't working because it doesn't have power. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Cleaning things up.
By the numbers.
Okay, how goes the xenoform fighting over here in Asia? Got 11 armies or so fighting it. Doesn't appear to be too much of a problem then. Deploy a team to give assistance to deal with the flood. Okay. I suppose if I'm constantly assaulting the alien habs, that's providing us a decent income of exotics that we could put towards, you know, building
We are in
exotic
control
ships.
here.
Okay, so we've got control. We don't need exofighters. We'll build the space defense. That makes sense. Don't need the bomb. Don't need military. We'll work on boost. Work on funding. Don't really need government. Don't need knowledge. We are basically just going to merge you into Russia. So progress towards space defense and boost and funding won't really be lost on us, but the rest of it's maybe not worth rushing. Bigger fleet arrives. So I think now all our ships that we want built are under construction. I might technically want a few more Marines at Mars, but we can work without the extra Marines at Mars, I think. Oh, and I suppose I could check. What's the assault chance? 29%? Yeah. I think you need a little bit more than that. Okay, things completing has brought us up to 17.6. Well, that's pretty good from a volatile standpoint. It may literally be the highest we've been all game. Okay, so now that you're
Time to make our move.
controlled by us,
Ready for orders.
manage relations. Try to make you friendlier with most of my factions. Okay. And actually, I did set
At
you
your
for that.
service.
There's no point in asking because I think we need to be allies to bring them into the union or bring them into the pact. Instead, we're going to come after Belarus next.
Going after their people.
Ready.
Your orders?
Standing by for orders.
And I want you to purge the party in Belarus.
We're taking power.
Where do you need me?
Keep attacking structures. We'll keep investing at like a 90%. So here we have like 0.8% chance he critical
We're going
fails
in.
and ends up dead.
Where to?
Which at his age, while it'd be a shame to lose such a veteran guy, would not. Like he's gonna die eventually. As sad as that is.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
So I'm willing to risk the less than 1% chance. Okay, we're almost up to 20 volatiles a month. Well, 20 volatiles a day.
Offering counsel.
Although we're probably at the point where Yeah, other than the point defense on that base, we've got everything that we're actively constructing done. So the question then becomes, do I want to make the volatile production worse to make it better? Or do I just want to accept that it's happy where it is? While we try to get some fleet upgrades in.
Order is returning.
How many mines are we up to? We're up to 24 or 36 possible. Oh, I say possible. Without penalty. So we could definitely do with more mines. But
The people will come to our side.
We have hurt them where it hurts.
okay, crackdown done. So the purge should follow up, and then I'll take us that, and we'll move on to the next one in Belarus. Just hitting continue every time things pop up.
The
Waiting for time
LZ
to
is
go
secure.
past. There we go. Another facility destroyed. Number 3 exotics. The Pluto papers. This isn't a good look for a faction. We get no duh. Detain him. Politely suggest that he should contribute more to our cause. Extort him, basically. No, we'll do the first one. So on Yin, I'm surprised because that triggered on a 14 loyalty.
Wrapping
which
up here.
would have expected that to require lower
Mission
loyalty. but-
in progress. Wrapping up here.
Cleaning things up.
We'll send someone around him to give him a pep talk.
Our associates are now in charge.
Some space defenses online somewhere. Have to know which country that was. Might have been Russia. I think it was Russia. Because they basically are at 0. That would make sense. Canada is almost done with their last one. Canada also just got rich enough to do another funding point. Cool. Oh, and I can see that we've definitely raised the crew that we have in space, because we were running like 27 funding at one point. Let's do some direct investment. Get some more funding out of America. Sure, we'll do something like that. 300 more investment into American funding. Lots of funding. Okay, so we're going to keep trying to expand to Russia. Russia is basically in our sphere, so that works. You know, you're my crackdown. Well, at this point, the purge and the crackdown are sort of interchangeable, but you were my original.
Applying
Crackdown
pressure
guy.
on their people.
You were my
Reporting
original purger.
Terminating the opposition.
Acknowledged.
Here we go. And you can go keep hunting the alien. Alien structure, the easiest one to hit is the Sudan one.
Gear up.
Then we confirm, move forward.
I will help them.
You've arrived.
Things are cooling off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Targets got away.
America got away. Bit of a shame. Let's say continue. The other guy might pick it up. It's a 1 in 4 chance they pick it up anyway. Even without crackdown. Seventeenth of August? Okay. A little bit longer.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed. Okay. Immediately have a new one someplace else for me to hit. Okay. I think they have a limit of 3, so yeah. If I blow one up and they just immediately replace it, that works for me.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Acknowledged.
You're going to attempt to crack down again. You'll probably succeed round 2.
Cracking down.
Standing by.
At your service.
Standing by for orders. Going in hot.
And then tech-wise, we're just about to finish you up. We may have that discovering another drive behind that. We may even contemplate using that drive. But and then yeah, we can probably do a version of our warship with that drive. Notice the confinement fusion reactor. Okay. There's the deuterium Novalant in there. Okay. Ship launch. Join the existing one. Oh, yeah, I should probably work on the fusion reactor array. This is the tier 2 one. We want to work on the tier 3 one. The other thing to do would be... How expensive is United North America? 20,000? That's decently expensive. Even this late in the game. We'll do the... reactor array. Because if we start running low on radioactives, this is one way to move away from radioactives and towards, arguably towards volatiles, which isn't actually super good for us, but, you know, it might be the way to go.
Your heart is in the right place, but
Okay,
your
they're coming to me.
methods are
I don't want to
insufficient
give you the
meet
cartel.
threat.
You can't have the cartel. I'll give you the coil cannons.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, so I think all the HAB modules are upgraded as much as they're going to be for the moment. And we've broken over 1,000 volatiles. It's been a while since we've done.
Violence
Maybe
is
coming up to the
abating.
point where we can upgrade one of the warships with the better armor. One of the flagships with the better armor. Set the lead there. We'd prefer you didn't. How badly do I have to slow the other stuff down to get it back? Pretty badly. What's the worst they're gonna do? Well, I mean, I won't be able to chase them when I want to chase, but that's probably fine. And I'm surprised they're catching up with the 6 beat from position where the 6K behind. We'll just go with the current plan. If they take it over, they take it over. Okay, there's a crackdown in. Oh, and we've been long enough we can come in here, manage relations. Interesting. I'm surprised you can't do that on those ones, but that's fine. Okay. So then once that comes off a cooldown again on 12th of October, might not have to wait that long to bring it to Russia, but we'll wait until the 12th of October. 12th of October, we can make that a federation with Russia, and then we gotta wait a certain amount of time after that, and we can make it a part of Russia, securing it against foreign control. Scandal. Just pay the influence cost. I think they failed to assault the thing. Presumably didn't critical fail because he's still alive. There we go. In control. Now that we're in control, you're gonna do this. So 21st of October, you can join the Russian Federation. Well, join the Eurasian Union. Russian Federation is, I think, technically the name of Russia. Which I suppose is kind of what's happening, but a few more steps between that and where we are. Okay. You can join the fleet. I can probably afford to retrofit one of our flagships to the new model. Let's do the one down at Mercury, so we're a little bit less likely to lose it. So refit. It's Forbin? Forbin is Mercury. To short-ranged heavy. 21 days, costs 1.3k volatiles for 1.2k volatiles for the refit. So the refit's only saving us like 100. Yeah, we'll still do the refit. Okay, well, let's have you set national policy. Because I'm not sure if I actually need to wait for the cooldown to go away. Although, but it's the 12th of October, we're in September, so it's not going to be this council cycle, it might be next one. And then we can have you go deal with some alien stuff. And you with your 25 command can go attack the one. Yeah, Warsaw is not too bad. Spend like 32 on it to get him 93% chance of success. Confirm and move. And we're moving forward. Still look at the cores doing themselves. I think they automate themselves enough that we don't need to worry about them dying too much to the uniforms. Could do a little bit less army spam here, but we have too much territory to really suppress it all with just the counselors, so probably should have put the armies on it sooner. There's the Nova Fusion Lantern. That's the new fusion drive. Okay, so I do need them off of Relations cooldown to do Federation. So we'll just do the Council here. Get our influence back for that cycle. Okay, some more exotics. And we can turn that off. That might turn that off and it won't show up anymore. Continue. Degraded the xenoforms. Okay. Don't really need that. Is it the... Maybe that will help with the little less spam. Victor 343 is completed transfer. Again, not much we're going to do to stop them. Okay, so that is the heavy flagship that we just retrofitted. It'll join the fleet there. So we should be less likely to lose that one in the future. There's the fusion reactor array. $25K. It's getting a little bit more expensive for the drive. Although this one has no radioactives in it, so there's maybe some argument to grab this one. If I needed a drive to get away from the radioactives, but we'll hold off for a moment and not pick it up. Automated fission kit. Yeah, well, I suppose one way to get more volatile is we can go set up a colony ship for running around the solar system, setting up volatiles on locations. Volatile mines. Fission outpost. Mining base, yeah, that's the one we want. So as far... What? So you're 12th of October, so let's go do something else with this guy for one cycle before we... try to start making federations. And I think it'll be a federation back-to-back there, but... Okay, send you off doing that. And then... the space resources. No. Solar system. Volatiles. Volatile-rich planetoid. Have we explored there? We haven't explored there. We do have... Survey completion 23rd of May. 2073. So there'll be volatiles there whenever the survey gets there. 30-something years from now. So it'd actually be quicker to send a ship out there to survey. Okay. That's what that's telling me. Let's do the prospecting menu now that I think about it. Okay, so... Needless to say, the aliens have the best volatiles in the solar system. Okay. IO, okay. The third best is unsecured. I think we're too far away to just send a base. We'd have to ship it here via some sort of spaceship, some sort of us-built spaceship. And this is large enough to support a Tier 3 habitat. Okay, so that was Astronius Labyrinthus. Oops. Pasiphae. Okay. So say we wanted to go to Pasiphae. Zoom is out. Could use a slightly better sorted list. A good search function would be good here, because I know how to spell what I want to search for, but I don't know which solar body it's at. Didn't have a number. Or didn't have a number. Pasiphae. Asteroid satellite of Jupiter. Okay. So I now know. Transfer planner. Go to Jupiter. That's Saturn. Jupiter. Pasiphae. So destination Pasiphae. Why? Yeah, I want to go to Pasiphae, and then origin we want to do like there. Then we go to Jupiter, then we do Pasiphae, orbit, sure. Oops, Earth. Um, 100 milligee. Yep, I was trying to set up an example transfer things. Works better if I have ship selected when I do that, doesn't it? Ship class... What do you, for example? And we go to example transfer. 12 KPS? Really? That seems... low. Granted, I might have it the wrong way around. It might cost more to go the other way. So destination, pick an Earth one. Jupiter. SFA. Low. Yeah, so... Oh, no, the fleet has... It takes 17 to get out there. Okay. So it's still... That still sounds low. So that's saying, in theory, I could probably get something that could actually come out here. Colony ship-wise. If we were to build that module and get it going. And that would give us more volatiles. Which would allow us to build more ships. That probably made most of our territory worse temporarily. Reactor fusion farm, so that's the tier 3 fusion. Oh, that only took America down to 4.5, interestingly enough. Okay. We take another alien asset. Getting us another 3 to 4 exotics. Victor 373 completes transfer. Oh, and they came for a spot in Belarus, which is a setback, but as long as I'm quick enough, that's not a problem. So you crack down, you purge, and you can keep taking over the alien bases. Science there. You're 16 each. They're probably double command. Grab some more espionage. Persuasion. Or I could grab you some command and then send you off after the Xeno stuff again. More espionage here. You can have some more command. Here we go. Nope, we're full red. Interesting. So they think we're at a total war footing. Which, well, they're supposedly on total war footing against us, which is surprising because they're not attacking very much. They definitely have ships that are in places that could attack and be more of a problem. Okay, so we just got one more ship under construction, which will be done in 16 days. And at this point, we're sort of working on refits, right? We're working on trying to get our flagships armored. Does the Mars fleet even have a flagship? MacArthur, your Earth. We probably do want to upgrade you. 21 days. Take a little bit while to get started, but that's fine. Okay. You failed the crackdown. There's still a chance the purge goes through. That's not super high, it's only a 16% chance, so the purge will probably fail. Ship launched. This is the replacement to the fleet. The flagship should be ready to go in
We need men who know
like
no fear.
6-7 days.
We need men who don't let wounds slow them down. We need men who don't need sleep. Most of all, we need men who don't ask questions. Colonel Hans Castillo, email to the Pentagon.
I suppose that's one difference between the Resistance and Humanity First. The Resistance expects you to ask some questions. We're just gonna let them have control of that slot. Right, I could contest it and we'd have it back next April, or I can leave it alone and we can work all the other tech square. And eventually we're down to the point where there's like, what? Yeah, we'd have something we'd put in there. We have something we put in after Accelerado. But when we're done with this one, that's the last time. Like we're getting close into the tech tree. I maybe don't need to control the global tech so hard. And then I can focus mainly on techs that I need. But yeah, what we replace that with would ideally been network global defense and then targeted biological warfare. But yeah, we'll let them research their pet vision or pet fusion drive. We're going for a particular type of fusion drive, and we've already got what we need for it. So. Okay, try to purge it again. Just don't fail this time. Okay. Voice of America, it's good early game. It's definitely some. Every once in a while, I pop in here like, oh, that would have been good if we had this way back, right? Like that example. That's an example of one that would be good early game. At this point, where we've got everything that we need, maybe don't need to mess with the org so much anymore. No, I don't want to give you the beta card yet. You can have the Quilgum others. I'd like if you get some better weapons to blow the aliens up after all. There's our fission outpost kit. And it's the automated one, so that's probably the one we want to dump places where we don't really want to protect it. I probably do want that last fusion. 500 power for 3 volatiles, significantly reducing the radioactives. So granted, the moment the radioactives are probably what I want to spend. We don't necessarily have a lot of generation for it, but we've got a stockpile. Let's build a ship quickly. Doesn't necessarily need to be a big ship. Let's design a ship quickly for construction purposes. So this is a new ship, so we'll just pick a different hull. We could technically go with the Lancers if we want really big guns up front, or dreadnoughts for lots of things. But this is actually a colony ship that we're building, so we go small. Building a gunship. No, this only has one utility module. Although maybe for what we want, that's probably maybe what we want. No, I probably want to go at least one that has 2 modules. Yeah. So the thought process here is we're probably going to want... this probably wants to run our, say, the Triton Nova drive, run the fusion power plant. With the newest version of the power plant. With a battery and a radiator. We have a liquid hydrogen storage, so we can do 20% exhaust velocity boost on that. And then the whole point here is to deliver the automated fission outpost kit to a destination. It has some hull slots. We'll slap some torpedoes on it, so the aliens don't want to mess with it too much. This would be a bit of a suicidal ship if it ended up in a fight, but... well, that's kind of what it is. It's a suicidal ship that ends up in a fight. This is a mainly colony ship, so we'll give it enough that it takes more than a tickle to kill it. Alright, so this is basically what we're using to interdict really, really early game from an armor layout. That makes it reasonably volatile, cheap. And we just need enough Delta V. Alright, we needed 19 to get there, so we say 19 out, 19 back, so we want like 40 kps. Get there in 67 weeks. Can we go faster? Adding fuel, adding more engines makes us go slower. Counterintuitively. I'm willing to burn like the Dickens. We can get real fast, get it sub 20 weeks. But this is presumably we just throw all the fuel at it, which is probably not the approach we want to go with. If I instead replace that. Can I put the good drive on there? Why am I not allowed to put the good drive on there? Oh, because we got the... you can't put the good drive on that one. That makes sense. So, slap the good drive on there. Say, still do the same power plant. So we're still looking 60-something weeks out. Which is more KPS efficient. So you've got 7.7, you've got an 8.1, so it actually probably is better with the Triton. Triton Nova drive right now. It's probably our most fuel efficient drive. So for the going out to the stars, that's probably the way we want to go. When we are going there, then we do want the utility, the hydrogen plant. Yeah. And what was it? Min range, so it's one at least 19 kps. We could go there, and we can do 40 out, 40 back. Okay. And this is a reasonably cheap ship. This is a reasonably cheap ship. Sure. And this is... Is there a colony ship? Outer system colony ship. We'll say. Sure. Save the design. And then we'll crank a couple of those out at Mars. Outer system colony ship. And we'll send these out to like 6 different places at Mars and grab all the volatiles, and then probably get those places slapped because the aliens are on a total war footing, and we got no capacity to defend them. But these are probably cheap enough that I don't care. I just don't care. Okay, so we can put 4 of them under construction right now. They'll be done in 30 days, and we can have them going. Thumbs up. Okay, looking at the time, I just realized I should put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, that will be the plan we follow out at the beginning of the next part. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break to sip a little bit of tea and stretch the legs, and then we'll be right back to recording another part. Maybe 2 more parts. We'll see how I feel. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.